Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, and you guys, week 6 of the GBA here against the New Orleans Pelippers. The St. Louis Rampardos are going to try to go 6-0 to kick off the season. I am very nervous here. If you guys don't know, John is a fantastic battler. He's often regarded as being one of the best battlers in the GBA. He started off the season pretty rocky with 2-3, but he is a tremendous competitor and he's got an amazing team. So we're going to find out in just a moment what that team is. If you missed its pregame, definitely check out the link. It's going to be on the screen. Like I said, he brings a very, very powerful team here. So I am a little bit worried. But, you know, I'm going to trust in my gut here running some funky stuff, and we'll see what happens. Keep my fingers crossed. The team reveal is about to happen. You'll see my guess on the screen. And actually, I pretty much predict everything except for the fact that he doesn't bring... actually, he brought Staraptor. He doesn't bring Raikou either. So he actually brought Staraptor and no Entei, which is fine. Actually, I'm actually kind of glad about that. I might regret saying that, but I'm actually glad. I kind of wanted Staraptor because I actually prepared pretty well for it. And he doesn't bring Raikou, he actually brought Sigilyph instead, which is kind of weird. I don't know if he brought that because of Sableye or he just felt like he had a good matchup or whatever. But let's throw Sigilyph on the layout, and let me just write down his team really quick. I do have, let's see, Venusaur obviously, Empoleon. Kyurem B is a huge threat. Staraptor, Sylveon, and of course Sigilyph, his new free agent pickup. And I have to make a decision here on what I want to lead with. I'm thinking he could lead with Staraptor. He could also lead with Empoleon. Because of those as his potential leads, I'm thinking that Rotom is a good lead for me. I could Volt Switch out on anything, and I know I could take one hit from the Kyurem Black. So let's do that. We're going to lead with Luke's mom here, and we're going to just lead off with that thing. Because at the worst case scenario, I could set up a Reflect as well, which could be really, really good. Let me just do a quick calc before I jump into this. I have a few seconds here. Not too many seconds, but a few. I just want to see what a Choice Banded Staraptor does with like a close combat really quick, or like a double edge. It looks like I can live a double edge if he's Choice Banded, so I'm pretty happy with that lead. If he is Choice Banded, then he's gonna take a huge amount from a Volt Switch if he decides to stay in with the double edge, because the recoil and everything, I know I could live one hit. So I'm gonna leave with Rotom to kick things off. He could leave with the Empoleon, trying to get off the nice little Stealth Rocks to start. He's gonna leave with Pinhead, which is his Empoleon, which isn't too surprising. He really wants to get up his Stealth Rocks right away, especially considering the fact that I am carrying, obviously, he's got really nothing that wants to switch in on Terrakion either. I could easily go for a Volt Switch here while he sets up his rocks, and then I can go in and... What is a Grass not gonna do from this thing? Especially defensive Empoleon, let's just say that's what it is. Let's see what Grass Knot would do to me. It doesn't really do anything to Rotom. So I can either Volt Switch or I could set up the Reflect and then Volt Switch. I kind of want to set the... Oh, he's got Defog though, so that's just... If I set the Reflect now, he's just gonna Defog. So let's just Volt Switch out of here. If he wants to stay in, that's fine. He might be scared that I could just go for a big Thunderbolt, so he might actually swap out and knock it up his rocks. But we actually are gonna get a little bit of momentum here, hopefully. And I could bring in something to hit this thing hard, or I could bring in Mew to Defog if he does get up his rocks to help out Archeops. I have a couple different options here, which is nice. So we'll see what he's gonna do. I typically would outspeed too, so that's a good thing. I don't have any speed investment, but I will outspeed as well, so I could actually get Archeops in for free if I wanted to try to do that and then fire off like a Stone Edge or something. He doesn't know what set I'm running, obviously, so I could really go into anything here. I'm thinking Vileplume is probably my best switch in, is going to Vileplume. I'm gonna get the Volt Switch off, we'll see how much it does to see if he's specially defensive or whatever. So that does about 45%, so that leads me to believe he's not specially defensive based on that damage. So I think Vileplume's our best switch in, or Mew. Mew is kind of a good switch in here because I am specially defensive Mew, which he might not know about, and I could fire off a Will-O-Wisp and burn something, even if it's the Sigilyph, because he might be too scared to bring in Sigilyph on Mew. Let me see here. Let's see. So Mew against Empoleon. So he's not specially defensive Empoleon, which is kind of weird. He could be an offensive one, but even an offensive Empoleon, even like a Specs Empoleon, I could take any hit from him. So I'm actually liking Mew because then I could Defog. So let's go to Mew. He's not going to know what set I'm running, and I'll be able to Defog up if he does indeed try to get up, his Stealth Rocks, which is what he does. He's going to go for Stealth Rocks. That's fine. So I know that these things can carry Defiant. So let's just see. I know Defiant is like a boosting move if you get your stats lowered, but I'm not positive what stat it actually raises. It raises their attack, it looks like. Okay, so Defiant's going to raise attack. So I can either go for a Will-O-Wisp here and burn something, potentially the Sigilyph, or I could just go for a defog and get rid of those rocks. I'm thinking the Will-O-Wisp is going to make the most sense here, just to get, you know, a burn off of anything that could come in. Even if it is a Sigilyph, that's fine. So let's do that. Let's go for the Will-O-Wisp. He's going to actually stay, and he's going to catch a Will-O-Wisp right now, which isn't bad. So we're going to burn the Empoleon, which is really nice. And I do carry the Defog, obviously, so we can get rid of that. He's going to go for the Scald. He could get a burn here, but we'll see how much this does. It does about 20%. He does get the burn, which is kind of unfortunate. Actually, really unfortunate, but that's okay. I can't burn him back, which is kind of a wasted turn on my part. But that's going to bring his Empoleon down a decent amount right now because of the burn. Have we seen an item yet? We haven't seen an item yet on this Empoleon, so let's go for the Defog, as he's going to stay in probably. We'll see. He might just go for a Scald here. So we got this thing. It's actually burned. Empoleon is burned, and about 50%. He's got no recovery. He could Wish Pass to it, but he's really got no recovery here. So I'm able to just get off a nice little Defog here, get rid of the rocks. Which truthfully aren't a huge issue for my team, but it does hinder my Archeop's ability to switch in multiple times. It only have 2 switch-ins, so... you know, this specially defensive Mew, he knows I'm defensive now that he's seen the Will-O-Wisp. I could double Willow. I already clicked Defog to get rid of the rocks, but I could have double Willowed. I'm a little bit worried about the Kieran Black, to be honest. But he might not know exactly what my set is. By stock, Mew actually would outspeed Kieran Black if he's not bulky, if he's not running speed. So we'll see what he's going to do here. The Defog is just my safest play. Get rid of the rocks. Give me free switch-ins to whatever I want to go into. That burn's a bit unfortunate, though, because I could have just synchronized it onto him and default last turn, but he's thinking a lot. Again, guys, John is like I said in the beginning of the match, be sure to check out his channel. He's an absolutely tremendous battle. Really, really good, guys, and this is definitely my toughest, you know, with all due respects, obviously Shady's really good. This is probably the toughest week that I've had, and I'm very, very nervous for. So he's actually going to go into that Sylveon. So I'm not too surprised about that. So in comes Sylveon. He might carry the Heal Bell. I'm going to get the Defog off. That's fine. And I actually have a pretty decent opportunity here to do some work. By stock, I do outspeed, which is nice. And I know I could take 1 hit. So he could be like a Cleric set just to try to get off that burn. He could go for a Wish. He could do a number of different things. So we're going to see what kind of set he is. But I do know that this thing, I want to just make some notes here. I got Stealth Rocks, and I got Scald, of course, on the Empoleon. I'm thinking just a U-turn makes the most sense here. We'll just U-turn the heck out of here. See what he's going to do. I'm thinking he's going to go for a Heal Bell. And I'm thinking I can actually go into Terrakion right now and really put on that offensive pressure. That's what I want to do. Because a Poison Jab is going to do about 75%, and I can take a Hyper Voice, which he doesn't know. Although, I guess Vileplume is a good switch in too. Let me see how much a Psyshock does to Vileplume. Because I don't know if I want to reveal my Infestation yet, but I'm definitely curious what kind of set he's running. I'm going to U-turn out. Let me just see what a Psyshock would do. It's going to be about 50% actually. It does a lot if he's defensive. So now I have a tough decision to make. I could go into something offensive. I can go into Chansey, which is really good, but that doesn't really give you any offensive momentum. I do kind of like the appeal of going into Erica here and revealing my Infestation. It could be kind of risky, but it also could pay off huge dividends. I don't know if he would stay in though. How much am I taking from a Hyper Voice? I could take a Hyper Voice like a champ. I'm thinking Erica's pretty good to go into here. He might just Heal Bell. Let's go to Erica. Let's go to Erica. That's what we were using this thing for. Erica is our shiny Vileplume that we picked up out of free agency. We'll see who's going to go. He's going to go for the Calm Mind. So he is Calm Mind Sylveon. So if he is carrying Psyshock, that's an incredibly amount scary. It's very scary. I'm thinking the best play here is, since he's Calm Minded, he is actually going to be leftovers as well. So that's kind of scary. After 1... I'm gonna hope he doesn't have Psyshock. I'm gonna go for the Infestation. He's gotta have Psyshock. He's gotta. I'm just gonna go for the Infestation. I'm gonna reveal it. We'll see if he stays in or not. He really early trying to set up. It's definitely scary. Luckily, this thing is very slow. He might go into Empoleon, predicting the Sludge Bomb, but I have a feeling he's gonna stay in. He's gonna go for the Psyshock. Can I live the Psyshock though? After +1. We cannot live a Psyshock. He gets a crit, that's why we couldn't live it. Okay, so he's Calm Mind. Can Terrakion live a +1 from this thing? If he goes for Hyper Voice on Terrakion and he's +1 special attack? No, I can't. How does Chansey fare? Chansey against Sylveon. This thing is a problem, dude. This is a problem. That crit really stinks. That crit really stinks. I needed that infestation damage. If he is +1 Sylveon, how much does a Psy Shock do to Chansey? Not too much. I think Chansey's a good switch in. It's really my only option anyway. So we're gonna have to go to Chansey. Unfortunately, I don't have any status on Chansey, so all I can do is Seismic Toss. And he does have the Psy Shock. That stinks, dude. There's nothing I can do to this thing. I can Stealth Rocks, and I can just Seismic Toss and try to stall him out here, which is really scary. It's really scary. Let's go for the Seismic Toss. I gotta get some damage off on this thing. He's gonna go for another Calm Mind. He's trying to set up on me. I gotta get enough damage off on him that I could bring in Terrakion to revenge kill. That's what I have to do, because I don't know if there's anything else I could do to this thing. Go for a Seismic Toss, see how much it does. It's gonna be 50% or 50 damage. So, that barely does anything after leftovers. That's really scary. I have to hit him another one. He's just gonna set up on me all day right now. He's just gonna set up on me all day. All I can do is sit here. Wow, dude, that crit. I think it mattered, dude. I really do. I really do think that mattered. If I can get Terrakion into Poison Jab, it's gonna be okay. But Poison Jab's gonna do about 60% if he's fully defensive, I think. So that's gonna be risky as well. That stinks. That stinks at that. Alright, we'll see what he's gonna do here. He's +2 special defense, +2 special attack. The thing about Sylveon is it is very slow. I wish I was carrying Toxic on Chansey right now, which I'm not, which is very unfortunate, because had I been carrying Toxic, I would be in a little bit better position right now. I think his move is obvious. He just clicks Psy Shock. Luckily, I can take 3, I think. So there's that. There's that positivity. I might just have to throw my Mons at this thing. If he's carrying Wish, then I'm in a lot of trouble. I am in a tremendous amount of trouble if he has Wish as well. A tremendous. I really want to get a Rocks for Kyurem and Staraptor, but I might not have that luxury right now. I might not have that luxury. Without having Toxic, this thing is a problem. This thing is a problem. He's actually going to switch out into what? Kyurem? Into this thing. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any switch-ins for this anymore. I don't have any switch-ins for this anymore. I know that the potential for him to just go for a Leech Seed right now is so high. I'm thinking my best switch is actually going to 50% and scare him with 50%. Because he's not going to want to stay in. He's not. He's going to go for the Leech Seed, I think. He's going to Mega Evolve and Leech Seed. So is that too risky to go into 50% here on the Leech Seed? Because if he Leech Seeds me, there's nothing I can do to him. He's just going to Leech Seed me all day. He's just going to sit there and Leech Seed me all day. Let's do it. We're going to go to Archeops. We're going to go to Archeops. I'm making a really risky play here. I have to play risky. He's got me in a really bad spot. My one check to this thing was Vileplume. That was my biggest check. He's going to Mega Evolve. Let's see what he's going to go. I'm predicting the Leech Seed, or the Sleep Powder probably, but I'm thinking the Leech Seed makes the most sense. On Chansey. He's got to be carrying Leech Seed. He's going to go for knockoffs. He's actually going to get rid of my Choice Scarf. That's huge. That is huge. He was carrying the knockoff. Okay. So he might be really fearing the acrobatics right now. He might be really fearing the acrobatics. This is an opportunity for me to either go without my Scarf, I still have speed, which is fine. But Mega Venusaur, defensive Venusaur. That's definitely defensive because he would have done a lot more if he was offensive. So he's carrying knockoff for Chansey. Not a bad play though, not a bad play. He's definitely got to be scared of an acrobatics. He's definitely got to be scared. I'm thinking I can knock off on the switch in. He might predict the acrobatics and go out into Empoleon. I can Earthquake as well. Earthquake is going to do a decent amount. Stone Edge. How much does Stone Edge do to this thing? If he's defensive, it doesn't freaking do anything, dude. This thing is so beast. It does like 40%. And I needed this thing to take on Staraptor. Although I still have Terrakion. I still have Brodom. I could go for a Stone Edge here, predicting the switch. How much does it do to Empoleon? He switched into Empoleon. I think he's like physically defensive, but that's fine. It does about 30%. So Empoleon's not going to want to take a Stone Edge. So let's just go for the Stone Edge. We're going to predict him to switch out. fearing the acrobatics or fearing any sort of flying type move. He might not think I have acrobatics or air release, but we'll see what he's gonna do here. That knockoff, man. That was a good play. I had a feeling he was gonna bring knockoff for Chansey. He actually stays in. I do it with Stone Edge. It's gonna do about 30–40%, so he is physically defensive. He's gonna go for the Giga Drain. That's actually gonna give him a lot of health back. I'm actually able to live it as well, which is almost mildly annoying. But at least I'm able to actually try to fire off another Stone Edge here. And maybe get some more damage off. He might switch now. He stays in. I actually hit the Stone Edge, which is nice, but it is reduced, obviously, because I'm defiant. I get a nice crit there. He's gonna go for the Synthesis. So we Synthesis, Giga Drain. Oh, man, that infestation, dude, would have been huge. I have nothing for this. I have nothing for this. I don't have a switch in for this at all. There's nothing I can do. I'm about to get destroyed right now. I'm about to just get absolutely destroyed right now. I actually hit 3 Stone Edges in a row. Looks like another crit. He's gonna go for Giga Drain. That's gonna knock me out. Wow. I'm just playing so crap right now. I am playing so crap right now. Alright, I'm thinking I should go into Mew. If I go into Mew, I could burn this thing and U-turn out. That's really all I can do. I don't want to bring in Chansey because I don't want to lose my Eviolite. I need my Eviolite for his other Pokemon. So let's get a Will-O-Wisp off on this thing. He's going to knock off, but I could Will-O-Wisp it and hopefully try to stall it out. I know it's got Synthesis, but I don't really have any other options right now. At least getting some residual damage on this is okay. Unfortunately, I don't believe a Stone Edge. I could have brought in Terrakion and tried a Stone Edge, but this thing's physically defensive, dude. It's like, there's no, I mean, a Stone Edge, I would have had to get a crit, and I wasn't going to be able to take a hit. He's going to switch, so I'm going to be able to try to burn. It's the same thing. He just brought back in the same Pokemon. This thing, he might try to get up his rocks. I could U-turn out and try to get some offensive momentum with Terrakion. Although Terrakion doesn't really want to take a hit either. I could hard switch out into what though? Hard switch out into Chansey. I don't want to get up his rocks though. Let's just go for a softball to see what he's gonna do. If he goes for his rocks, then I can just defog away. We could have like a little defogging rock battle here. It's gonna be a tough battle to come back on right now, guys. It's gonna be a tough battle to come back on. I'm gonna hang in here as best I can though. Let's go for Scald. He's not even gonna go for rocks. He's gonna try to get some Scald damage. That's fine. I'm just gonna softball. Was that a crit? No, that's just... Oh, he might be Torrent boosted right now. That's why. Did a lot. Did a lot. He might go for his rocks, which I'm a little bit worried about. But I do outspeed. I'm gonna default. I'm gonna softball install him to die on the burn, because that's really all I can do anyway. And then I could defog if he rocks. So we'll see what he tries to do. I just don't want him to like try to save this thing for differential, because that'll put me in a bad spot. He's gonna switch, so he might go into Sylveon again. Yeah, he's gonna go back into Sylveon. So now is my chance. I gotta set up. I'm gonna set up a light screen. I'm gonna set up a light screen on this thing because it's the only thing I can do. And then I can go into Chansey, and then he's gotta switch. Oh, I'm not. I actually have to go to Rotom to set up the screen. That's stupid. All right, well then it's fine. Whatever. Let's U-turn out of here for some damage. I should have burned it, dude. I should have Will-O-Wisp. What am I doing? All right, let's get the heck out of here with a U-turn. We go back into Chansey. Chansey's my best bet here. I can stall him out a little bit. He might try to keep going into Venusaur and stuff. We might have like a little switching war. Whatever. Do I just go to aDrive in here and just fire off a Poison Jab and just say YOLO? Like, no, let's go to Egg Salad. I gotta get a little bit more damage off on this thing. He's gonna Calm Mind again. I wish I had freaking Toxic, dude. The one time I don't carry Toxic. I had Toxic on this thing and I changed it too. I changed it. He's got lefties. These lefties are killing me, man. All I can do is Seismic Toss, and he knows that. All I can do is Seismic Toss. And it doesn't even do anything to this thing. It's max HP. It's max HP, max defense, probably. He's gonna Calm Mind again. He's +2. Oh my god. You're not supposed to let threats like this set up in your face like I'm doing right now, guys. I don't have a choice. I just have to throw this thing at him. I just have to throw Egg Salad at him and just get off as many Seismic Tosses as I can. Try to drain this thing down. Get it to about 50% or so. If I could take enough hits to get him to 50% and then bring Terrakion in so I can fire off a poison jab. That's all I can do. If he's got Wish, there's no chance. There's no chance. His chance of having a Wish are a little bit lower though, because he does have Calm Mind, Psyshock, and then presumably a fairy move, maybe Hyper Voice with Pixelate. He's gonna Calm Mind again. He's going +3, so he might have been calcing that he needs to go +3 here. If he's got Wish, it's over, guys. I'm just gonna say that right now. If he has Wish, it's definitely over, or Draining Kiss or something like that. I doubt he'd run Draining Kiss, but I'm thinking it's gonna be Hyper Voice. I just gotta get this thing down low enough that I can bring in Terrakion and Oko with Poison Jab, which is right around where we're at right now, I think. Let me calculate really quick. Oh god, if he's Baton Pass, dude. I just realized if he's Baton Pass, jeez, man. If he Baton Passes this stat boost out, he's gonna go for Hyper Voice. We'll see how much this does. I actually take that. Barely, but I take it. We're actually able to narrow him down low enough where I can come in with Terrakion and kill him now. So do I save Chansey here at 50% and sack off Mew? Or do I save Mew? Which can potentially burn something later. Although Mew, all I can do is defog. I'm thinking I should just go for... He's going to be about 40% after this turn. And my Poison Jab is going to do what? It's going to do 43 to 51. That's pushing it. I believe if he's max defense bold, Poison Jab does 50%. I think I should get up my Stealth Rocks here, just in case he doesn't kill me, and I'll just let him kill Chansey. Let's go for Stealth Rocks. He's going for Psyshot. We'll see if this does more than Hyper Voice. I'm actually physically defensive, so I might actually live this. I live it, and I'm able to get the Stealth Rocks up. The only thing that's bad about that is now I don't know if my Poison Jab's going to kill. So I get the Stealth Rocks up, but now I'm pushing my limits here about whether I'm going to be able to kill him with a Poison Jab. It's going to be close. I'm just going to fire off a Seismic Toss here, just in case. He's going to go for Hyper Voice. That's going to knock me out. Okay. So now, so Sylveon kills Chansey. Now we're going to be playing with the damage roll in his IVs here, his EVs, because a Terrakion Poison Jab at this range does about 40 to 50%, and it should be enough to handle him. It should be enough. If I get a really low roll, then we lose. I mean, that's just it. We just lost. It's over. Let's just click Poison Jab and hope it does enough. If he switches, he switches. I don't care. He doesn't really have anything that wants to take a hit. So let's see if we can kill this thing. We have to. aDriven, the first time aDriven sent out into the GBA this season. It was my first round pick. Firing off a Poison Jab. I need this to kill. It should. It should. Even max defense, bold 8 max HP Sylveon does not take this hit on a decent roll. On a decent roll, it doesn't take this hit. Yes, we're able to get the kill. I needed that. Okay, so Terrakion takes down Sylveon. He might not know what set I am. He might think I'm Scarfed. I'm thinking Venusaur's coming in. And it is going to be Venusaur. So now I got to think about this, because I'm going to take Stealth Rocks damage. It's going to take Stealth Rocks damage. He's going to bring in Venusaur. I know he's defensive. He doesn't know what set I am yet. Can I go out into Mew here and burn him? Is that my best play? Just go out into Mew and try to burn him. Because I can take hits from this thing. He might go for knockoff. Actually, if he goes for knockoff, he's in a really bad spot. My Stone Edge only does 35%. I would need a crit Stone Edge. Let's go to Mew. I'll try to get a burn off on this thing. Should I just stay in? How much does his Giga Drain do? His Giga Drain does like 50%. I'd have to hit like 2 Stone Edges right now. He's gonna gain health back. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I need to just fire off a Stone Edge and see how much it does. Let's do it. Let's do it. I hit the Stone Edge. It's gonna do, that's a 2 KO. He's going for Synthesis, actually. So not a bad play. He just wanted to get his health back. But he's all the way back up at like 75% now. So a Stone Edge isn't really a 2-hit KO at this point. Going into Mew seems like the smartest play here at this point because he's so high health. I think I gotta go to Mew now because I'm not gonna kill him with a Stone Edge. All that did was show that I wasn't Scarfed anymore. Let's go for Giga Drain. So now he's like so high on health. And I don't really have anything I could do. I could burn him, which is nice. I could burn him. but that's not gonna really help our cause here. It's gonna wear him down, but it's not gonna help our cause too much. We're gonna do it anyway, because I want to get some damage off on this thing. He's gonna go for knockoff, which is gonna get rid of my leftovers, of course. And Empoleon dies on entry. I think to Rocks and Burn. I think Empoleon dies on entry to Rocks and Burn. I don't have a terrible matchup against the rest of his team with Terrakion and Rotom, but I would have to be able to get up a Reflect at some point too. Because Rotom can't take out Kyurem. Terrakion can take out Kyurem though, with a close combat. But this thing is huge. Without having my Vileplume, now that it's dead, bringing that in, knowing he was gonna have Psyshock was so stupid. That was the terrible play. That was a really bad play. I had a really cool set with Infestation. I should have saved it. I should have just went into Chansey. I didn't know how well Chansey would be able to take hits from a Sylveon. But I should have just trusted my gut, went to Chansey, and wore that thing down, and then went into Terrakion. I wasted Vileplume for nothing, basically. He's gonna switch out. If he goes into Empoleon, that's fine. He's gonna go back into Empoleon, so he is gonna take, obviously, Stealth Rock's damage. He's gonna take burn damage, so he's actually gonna live another hit, I believe, too. I don't want him to get a Rocks, just because. I think he's gonna live, obviously, but what I can do is I could stay in. The thing is, I don't want him to get a Rocks. I'm thinking I should just well, if I U-turn, it'll kill him, so let's just U-turn. Because I'm gonna outspeed and I'll kill him with U-turn, so let's just do that. So Mew's actually gonna kill Pinhead here. Which is fine, we're gonna knock this thing out. He might go into Venusaur here. If I go into Terrakion, he's going into Venusaur, which is scary. I gotta go into Terrakion though, because I gotta keep the pressure. If I go into Rotom, it just baits out Venusaur. So I can't go into Rotom, unfortunately. I have to go into aDrive here. I have to. Which just basically says, hey, okay, here comes Venusaur again. Which means he just brings out Venusaur. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I could do if he just brings out Venusaur here. I mean, I could fire off a Stone Edge, which is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna need a Stone Edge crit. I'm gonna need like 2 Stone Edge crits basically to kill this thing. I mean, I can go into Rotom. But Rotom's not gonna take a hit. That's the problem. Rotom doesn't want to take Giga Drains, and the fact that this thing can stall me out all day is a problem. Let's go back into Mew. Try to get a burn off. I don't know if I could take 2 hits, but we'll see. Terrakion's like kind of the only thing I have left. He's gonna go for Giga Drain. Doesn't really do anything, which is nice. So I definitely could stall him out. And something is gonna get burned if I burn him. Like something is gonna get burned. You know what I mean? Like he has nothing that could take a burn now, except for maybe this Sigilyph thing. He could take the burn. So I'm thinking I should just go for a Will-O-Wisp and try to burn this thing. Just because I gotta get that residual damage off. I know I'm gonna lose Mew, but I gotta hit him with a Will-O-Wisp. We gotta burn this thing. I gotta get some damage off on him because I know he's gonna just Giga Drain me all day. He's gonna go for knockoff. So actually, I'm hoping I can live this knockoff and the burn, which it looks like I might be able to because of the burn damage. I can live with 1 HP. Wow, that's close. That's calling it close. It's cutting it close. So I can actually soft build here. I could double Willow. I'm gonna soft build. If he switches, he switches. You know, if he's gonna switch, he's gonna switch. Like, I'm really worried about that freaking Kyurem though. I'm really worried about that Kyurem. If it's substitute, I'm done. He's actually gonna stay in. So, might be able to stall him out of soft builds and Giga Drains and stuff. He's got Synthesis, so that's good. He's gonna go for Synthesis. All right, so I'm actually gonna click Will-O-Wisp here this time, in case he switches. Maybe I can catch the Sigilyph or the Kyurem. The Kyurem would be huge to catch on a switch, because I know I could take the burn and another Giga. I think I could take another Giga Drain and the burn, because I am specially defensive. So let's go for Will-O-Wisp, predicting him to switch out into Kyurem or Sigilyph or something. He's gonna stay in and go for the Sludge Bomb, so he's carrying Sludge Bomb as well as Giga Drain. Obviously, the Sludge Bomb is gonna get more damage off, and I am able to live again on just a few HP. That's huge. Now he's fearing, obviously, the Willow. Let's go for Soft Build again. I have more Soft Builds than he has Synthesis. He's obviously gonna just use his Sludge Bombs now to try to hang in here. I don't really have another choice. If I switch out, it'd be really dumb, so I'm just gonna stay in on this thing and try to stall him out as best as I can. Try to get some damage off on him, force him to use his Giga Drains, force him to use his Synthesis, and so on and so forth, because I do have more Soft Builds than he has, obviously, Synthesis. He has, I think, 8 Synthesis maybe, and 10 Giga Drains, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So, at the very least, we might be able to We gotta basically, like, what's gonna happen here is I have to get Rotom in, I have to set up a light screen, I have to set up a reflect, and then I have to go into Terrakion and just click Stone Edge and don't miss and get some crits and all that stuff. That's the only chance I have to win this match. That's the only chance I have to win this match. I think Giga Drain's only 10 PP. It might be a little bit more, but it looks like his Giga Drain is giving him just about what he's losing from Burn. So he's ending up about close to where he's at. So he might think that he's in a good spot here, which is true. This thing is such a beast to take down, and without the Vileplume was like my big check to this thing, you know? And Archeops too. Archeops was obviously big. I didn't carry a flying move on Archeops, which I know is weird, but had I just carried Acrobatics on it, would have been in a lot better spot. Because Sigilyph gets handled by Rotom, and so does Staraptor, and then Kyurem gets handled by Terrakion, so I just need to get... Is he going to switch? No, he's going to stay in. Okay, he's just going to play this game here. Part of me wishes I was actually slower than him, but I'm not. Part of me wants to be able to, like, just U-turn out freely, but, you know, for the Sludge Bomb, that's fine. And the burn damage, of course. So, he's just taking some damage here. I want to get to the point where I know he's going to Synthesis, so I can get in Rotom, and maybe try to break this cycle here. Or I just keep doing this until he switches, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is here. I don't know. I'm not in a good spot, though, I'm going to be honest. He's going to go for the Synthesis there. So that was my chance to go freely into Rotom and get up a screen, which I didn't do, but that's fine. I just don't know how I'm going to take this thing out. I just don't. I don't have enough firepower right now. I'd have to hit him with 3 Stone Edges. And the thing is, he's going to be getting health back with his he's going to be getting health back every turn with Giga Drain. He's going to stay in again. He's just not even, he has no reason to move. He just can keep clicking Sludge Bombs until I can't do anything. He just could sit here all day. Just going to sit here all day. Let's see what he's going to do. I'm just going to keep clicking Willow, trying to keep him from wanting to switch out. Eventually he's going to get a crit, and it could be right here. Still no crit. I'm sure that's what he's fishing for. What I'm doing right now is it's kind of just, I know it's really annoying, it's really stalling, but I am PP stalling him, which is nice. I want to be able to get Terrakion in here to fire off a big Stone Edge and maybe get lucky. That's really all I can do. I'm kind of in a tough spot. I don't really have anything. Without Vileplume to take this thing down, I've got nothing for this thing. You're going for Sludge Bomb. So I think now is when I swap. Because I can take a Sludge Bomb. If he Synthesis, whatever. I'm going to go for U-turn this turn. Now's my chance. I'm going to go for the U-turn. It's going to do a little bit of damage. Not too much. I am burned, so it's not going to really do anything. I get a little bit of damage off. This is my opportunity. I'm going to go into Terrakion. If he goes for the Sludge Bomb, whatever. If he goes for, you know, I can take any hit from him. I have to go into Terrakion here. Or I go into Loose Bomb and try to set up the screen. But that just basically gives him an opportunity to heal back up. So let's go into Terrakion. I gotta do something. I gotta get a big Stone Edge here and hope he goes for Sludge Bomb right now. He goes for Synthesis, so he's just gonna heal himself back up. Let me check the PP on Synthesis. Does the calc show it? It doesn't. Let me just check the move Synthesis really quick. Let me check the move Synthesis. It is only, oh, it's max 8, so he's only got 8. So there's that. Can I switch into Mew, take a hit, and then heal up? That's gonna be close. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I mean, he's only got like 3 Synthesis left, I think. His last move is Sludge Bomb. If he Sludge Bombs here, we're in trouble. He's gonna Giga Drain. We might be able to live with the Giga Drain in the burn. No, we're not gonna live the Giga Drain in the burn this turn, guys. I think that's it. I think that's it for Mew here. Mew's gonna go down. Yo, John, you played really well, man. All I can do here, I can go to Rotom, set up the screens, then go to aDrive and just try to fire off some Stone Edges. That seems to be my best play here. It'll give me 8 turns to do it. So let's do that. We're gonna go into Rotom here. We're gonna go for the light screen first. He's gonna do a lot to me with Giga Drain, but there's not really anything I can do about it. He's gonna go for the Giga Drain here. It actually doesn't do that much. I would have rather it actually been a 2-hit KO, to be honest. But that's fine. He's gonna get burned again. He's just gonna keep taking burn damage. Go for the Hydro Pump. I know it's not going to do anything, but it's some damage. It's about 10%. Just going for Sludge Bomb. Trying to get the poison, probably. It's not bad. We go for another Hydro Pump. See how much it does. If he doesn't Synthesis here, we might be okay. Don't Synthesis. He's gonna Synthesis. Which is gonna stall out my turns of Reflect and Light Screen and all that nonsense. How many Synthesis does he have left? How many does he have left? All I can do is Hydro Pump and hope I don't miss and just get some damage off on this thing. That's all I can do. That's all I can do here. Oh, man, I played so crap this week. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hit him with a Hydro Pump. That does a little bit. He's going for Sludge Bomb. He's just trying to get that poison on me, which is not good. I don't want to get poisoned. Alright, so this turn I actually have to go for Reflect. I have to go for Reflect this turn. Because if he kills me with a Sludge Bomb, then with a poison, I won't have Reflect up, and I need Reflect up. He goes for Synthesis. Stop synthesizing. How many does he have left? Oh my gosh. He's got so many Synthesis left. I hope that's for some reason my light screen wears out and I can actually set it up again next turn. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I still have a few more turns left. Let's go for the Giga Drain. That should knock me out. Yeah, Loose Mommy go down. Okay, then just kidding about what I said. I hope my light screen stays up for 3 more turns, miraculously. Might have like another 2 turns out of it. I don't count. At this point, I'm not counting. So we're down to just Terrakion here, which is indeed Assault Vest Terrakion. I have dual screens up, so we'll see if I could do anything with this. I'm gonna need some little Stone Edge critical hits here. That's what I'm gonna need right now. I wish I had Aerial Ace. We're gonna hit the Stone Edge. That's a good sign. We do a good amount with the burn, considering that he's not gonna do too much to me with Giga Drain. With a crit here, we would knock him out, I think. It'll be pretty darn close. I'm gonna be that guy who's gonna ask for the crit right now because it's our only hope of having a chance in this game right now. We're gonna go for the Stone Edge. That's all I can do. We're gonna hit the Stone Edge. High crit move. He's gonna live it and go for the Synthesis! He's trying to wear out the turns of whatever it is. That's gonna put him at about 50%. Oh my god, how many Synthesis does he have? There goes my light screen, which puts me in a terrible spot. I'm gonna have to hit another Stone Edge here, which I'm amazed that I've hit this many Stone Edges, can I be honest? Oh, I got the crit that turn. He's gonna live it again, though. He's gonna live it, and that's gonna do so much damage to me. It's gonna do so much damage to me. Okay, well, he's burned. Does an Earthquake kill him from here, though? At 15%, does an Earthquake kill? Oh, I don't even have Earthquake. I have Poison Jab. Does Poison Jab kill at this range? Close Combat does. I can go for Close Combat. And it'll definitely kill. I don't want to miss the Stone Edge, because if I miss the Stone Edge, then I lost anyway. Close Combat will kill, but then I have to OHKO everything else on his team, which is terrible. It's not a good situation to be in. How fast is Sigilyph? How fast is Sigilyph? It's 97 speed, so we outspeed Sigilyph. I'm gonna go for Close Combat. Alright, is that the best play? I'm not living a hit anyway, so let's just go for Close Combat. That should knock it out. And it does. So Terrak kills Mega Venusaur. Now, if none of his Pokemon are Scarfed, there's a chance, ladies and gentlemen. But if he has a Scarf around his team, we lost. If that Staraptor is Scarfed or Focus Sashed, he's going to bring in DP Jones, which is his Sigilyph here. Now, can I hit a Stone Edge and kill? That is the question. Stone Edge does kill. Let's hit it. Let's see what kind of set he's running. Let's see if I can hit this thing. I hit it. He's got Focus Sash. Good game, John. Good game, dude. Very, very close. If that thing didn't have Focus Sash, we might have been okay. I don't think I'm living this hit. I have a Reflect up still. I don't think I was living that hit anyway. Psyshock does, it's a 2 KO, even with a Reflect Up. There was no chance. So good game, John. Sigilyph kills. I'm really bummed, man. I'm really bummed. I played terrible, guys. I really did. The StL Rampardos lose. We dropped to 5-1 in the GBA so far. I tried to mix things up a little bit this week, and it didn't really pay off. I made a really bad play at the beginning, and John is just a tremendous battler, as I mentioned, guys. So big props to John for his victory there, moving up to 3-3, the New Orleans Pelippers. And that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you did enjoy this battle. As always, please leave a thumbs up rating for me. I'm in a terrible mood right now. It stinks. But that's what happens when you just don't play well, I guess. I don't know. Good job though, man. Again, guys, please check out John's channel in the description below. He is absolutely phenomenal and one of my good pals. So if I'm gonna lose to someone, it's okay to lose to John, you know what I mean? So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I will catch you guys later. This has been your boy aDrive. Peace.